Do white people do colorism too? Or is it just a thing that happens, among the POCs and among the blacks? We're going to talk a little bit more about that. But first, hey, sunshine. I'm Dr. Donna Oreo, a sex and relationship therapist in the Washington, D.C. metro area, helping black women feel free, fabulous, and effed. And this is going to be having me a little effed up, and I want to make sure that we have this conversation. So, short answer to a short question, yes. White people are complicit in colorism too. And they don't just treat you like you're black just because you have a drop or a bucket. Talking about mixed race folk now, they treat you as an intermediary class. So 3 points. Number one, historically, biracial and light-skinned people have been seen as an intermediary class between white elites and monoracial, dark-skinned, especially blacks. Why? Because they saw biracial people and light-skinned people as being similar to themselves, and they hated the idea that they would consider them to be as base as those basic blacks, right? White people thought that biracial people were more intelligent, more capable, and more like them. So they wanted to bestow them with enough privileges to make them feel more special and to solidify their place as an intermediary class. So basically a go-between between the two spaces, which is part of the reason why some people talk about biracial people being able to go in and out of white spaces, though not really, and in and out of black spaces, way more. Number two, today, white people still treat light-skinned and mixed-race folk as an intermediary or a compromise. And this is never more evident than in the way that we view media. When the role calls for a black somebody, a mixed-race somebody will do. And part of the reason is because they're thinking of it as sort of splitting the difference and making sure that white people maintain a level of comfort and that black people will still support it anyway. Because we see you in us, right? Or we see us in you, whatever, you know what I said. So in conclusion, the point here is that it is erroneous, wrong as hell, to be saying that white folk do not participate in colorism. They created it. They are the proprietors of it. They continue to live it and breathe it and do it because it benefits them for you to serve as an intermediary class. They know what they're doing. So when you say that they just see me as black and they treat me as black, that's not true. They're treating you as an intermediary black. They would treat me just a little bit different. They would treat darker skinned people just a little bit different than how they treat you. And it's okay to note it. It doesn't mean that you don't experience racism. It just means you don't experience the same way that colorism shows up in the space when we're having the conversation. But go ahead and hit me in the comments, friend. What are your thoughts on this particular conversation? Remember, discourse, not disrespect. Keep it cute in the comments because the block is still hot. As in, I will block you. All right, y'all, I'm out.